forget, I'm Killer B, the Witch Finder General. When I got a witch, I burn it behinds up. That's what I do, and I do it well, right? OJJ 7000 from the line then. Now gone to the goddamn booty house. Ain't this a goddamn motherfucker? But OJJ 7000, man. Yo, I got a lot of things to say. What the hell is all this? Oh. Girl, you need to stop showing yourself like that. Make me fuck up my live screen. But I ain't gonna say who it is and shit. She know who it is. But yo, crazy stuff been going on, yo. Crazy stuff been going on. And all these about to go to the booty house. But they is. Yeah, they is. They about to go. And Killer B about to share some news, whatever news I got, right? I'm still gathering information, but you know, I don't want to wait to let you guys know what's being brewed up, right? So I hope y'all come in here. Ain't nobody up in here yet, but y'all better hurry your behinds up in here. Hit the like button on the way in. Hit the subscribe button so y'all can stay tuned when I get the rest of this information out of this stuff. You know, you know how we do. Y'all already know how we do over here, right? And share this video. Don't forget the goddamn notification bell. Y'all see all the names at the bottom of the screen scrolling by. If you like to have your name at the bottom of every live video that I do, you can hit my Cash App, send me a donation of any dollar amount, and your ass will be added to the list, right? We also got our memberships. You start your memberships, just $5. Yeah, you got super chat, super like, all that good stuff, right? So y'all can, if you love me, spread some love, right? But we can get into my theme music. I'll be right back. Tear this motherfucker up, right? You know how we get down over here. I'm Killer B, the Witch Finder General.
Humanity, a man portrayed on the screen so vividly that
trust and believe me.
This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witch Finder General.
They're not ready. They're not ready. They're not ready. It's not ready. Let's go to D-Music. Come on, D-Music. Last night you started in 2 seconds. Now it's smooth. It's crazy. Unbelievable. Come on, D-Music. You badass. Come on. Waiting for y'all goddamn night. Come on, D-Music. Shit. That was a good show we did last night. I burned up the Jabari Pope member and stuff, so yeah.
Catch info like a stroll, feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma scold my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning witches in they sin. You can't lie.
Play.
Die. I know what y'all said. Just cause flesh decay, but eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said. But you called
okay.
People dead, claim God don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felons. Y'all words are lepers. On YouTube.
Humanity, a man portrayed on the screen so vividly that you flinch. This man showed no mercy in the pursuit and interrogation of his victims. He was called the Witch Finder General.
Okay, there might not be no goddamn theme music. I'm tired of waiting on it. Yo, this is weird.
Witch finding ain't easy. Fucking trick. Getting busy. Y'all can get your heads locked, spin away like frisbee.
They gotta be a little upset.
Seeing what I did lately, amazing. They not seeing all the sheep grazing. Flaming pins of Josh, get rocked. Mountaintops go fly. Right enough, fight enough. Yet I'm so nice when I explode. Fuck y'all clothes, costume shop rolls. Catch info like a stroll. Feeling old, so grab a switch. I'ma scold my foes cause they snitch. Since they can't ruin me, I'ma ruin them. That chopped off head will still spin. Burning witches in they sin. You can't lie, we can't die. I know what y'all said. just as flesh decay. But eternally, I don't see it that way. Pave the road clear is what you said, but your cult gonna leave people dead. Claim Yah, and Yah don't know you. Watch your desires overthrow you. Man fall down, man go boom. Mask wearing like doom. All caps like y'all yelling. That's a rap. Might as well be felons. Y'all words are lepers. On YouTube, acting precious. This the nexus. Feel the sun from the solar plexus. Taste the breakfast. Finding all those devices that detect us. Yo, show respect, cuz.
And what line of business might you be in?
God's business. Witch finding.
All right.
Fine.
All right, let's get this thing going.
For that next buzz.
See if we get it.
Watch the general pull plugs.
Pretty damn irritating.
Warriors caught up in dark corridors. Fiction like Mordor. You should have stayed on the floor. Y'all know no origin. Laughing orphans.
I fucked up.
We got one.
All right, my bad, y'all.
No more horsing. Real life more important. Y'all speaking curses on yourself. Claiming Yah and no one else. Blast you off the shelf. Burn your whole library. I see him do it. Look, y'all claiming learn. Reading from the Jewish books. Y'all some cookie crooks. Lips caught up with a hook. Spooky beats drive me wild. Get stabbed from a knife holding child. Old man, old style. Kelp out the Nile. And I did it with a smile. Fake brews, smell vile. Rock like Hendrix at the aisle. After a while, see Egyptians on trial. Yeah, you, the one claiming brew. Unglued and unglued. Expose their actions fully. Call me a bully, but that's fine. This is how you get bullied straight from the mind.
Burning y'all.
Burning them. Sweet cats out there. Don't even have faith in y'all. They claim they read all this, that they know all this. Claiming they speaking languages, speaking curses.
That's
be the
right.
first to see it. Be the first to talk about it. The Witch Finder General.
Goddamn right. And I'll burn your ass up. All right. What's up, y'all? See 3 people up in here. Hit the like button on the way in. Don't forget to hit the like button, share, subscribe. Y'all already not a subscriber. Let's get this thing popping. OJJ 7000. From the Lions, damn. And we still ain't find Blackenstein, y'all. This nigga done went to prison. JJ is in prison. Won't let him out. They won't let him out. He's locked up. They won't let him out. They won't let him out. Oh boy is locked up. Yo, JJ, the word on the street. OJJ 7000 has made it to the booty house. Right? I hope the man have a safe trip there. I really do. Stay safe. And anybody out there that's close to JJ 7000 that's watching this, be like, yo, this Killer B nigga ain't shit. Send me his address. Hit me on Facebook or whatever or something. You can go to my About page and stuff, and you can click on the thing, and it'll go to my email. And you can send me his address. I like to write him, try to put something on his books and stuff, if possible. And what's crazy about it is JJ commented on one of my videos in the last couple of weeks, maybe about 3 weeks ago or something like that. I did a video when I was beating up on Chris Harris or something. One of the two, JJ peeked his head up in there and stuff, right? I was shocked. And then on Facebook, I saw he was liking some of my comments. So I was like, right? I was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get JJ 7000 to come on my channel. Like, we've been trying to get JJ to come up on my shit for a few years now, right? He never would come. He would always have some kind of fear of coming on and just conversating with me, right? Because, you know, we don't play over here with all the BS, right? You got to come to your source. You got to come correct when you come over here, right? And I felt bad for JJ. I really old men. JJ like 50-something years old. I don't know how much time he got yet. I'm gonna find out. But if he get the time that I projected he would get on my past videos, my man be looking at retirement when he come out. Right? But sometimes jail does good for somebody. Some people go and come out. Yo, what's going on, man? Let me put the link up in the chat. I know you don't know what's on or nothing, but I'm gonna put it up in there. You got to figure it out. I can't coach you or something. I got the live stream going on. So I put the link in here in the chat. You can click on that link and you can figure it out how to get your own ass up in here. Right? It's not hard. It's not rocket science. Right? Well, we got 5 people over here. Hit the like button. Hit the damn like button, y'all. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. You can hit my goddamn Cash App if you love me. Be facing 7 years in prison. He had prior domestic violence charges, and for those of you who don't know, JJ got arrested for choking up the white woman, right? And I spoke to this woman for quite some time and stuff, to feel things out and stuff. And really, I believe some of that went both ways. It's like you hear a story, but you know both sides are omitting some shit. Right? And that seems like what it was in a way, right? And I've been around shit like that before. And we're seeing type of scenario and stuff. And looking at AJ at who he is online, how he acts, speaking to this woman, how she acts, how, she kind of lives and stuff. You gotta put 1 and 2 together, right? You come up with it could have ended up a lot worse. JJ could have ended up with a murder charge. Right? Could have ended up with a double murder charge. Right? And his charge that he got is he had prior domestic violence charges. This nigga figuring out how to do it. All right. Bro, my name is Killer B, the Witch Shriner General. Do not call me by my government. All right?
I got you.
So,
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I know you don't know what's going on. This is your first time over here. This is my homeboy right here. He's going to be helping me with my channel and sharing some of what it was like hanging around Hebrew Israelites back in the early 2000s, right? You got a little bit in the background. And mute the mic because you got some more noise in the background. When you're ready to speak, just unmute and talk because you got the noise and stuff. You can hear it. It's loud. But yeah, he's gonna be helping me out and stuff. Y'all can go check out his channel. You can put the link in the chat if you want, so that people can check it out. He does like some videos of old school movies with songs and stuff like that. So be helping him out a little bit. So, oh boy, choked the white woman up. Right? A lot of alcohol substance abuse played a major role in what happened. And like I said, he had a prior domestic violence charge in another state. And I don't know if they use that along with this state, with the state of Colorado. If so, he could have been.
Yeah, but hear him now. Hello?
JJ 7000, yeah, I guess that was his. JJ 7000 he was a really funny character, right? And I used to support old boy because he was humorous, right? You know, pushing the Hebrew Israelite shit, like I ain't care for that. But the way he did it was really, it was creative and it was funny, right? He could have been a lot bigger, I believe, if he stuck to himself and did what he did. JJ, I used to troll him and stuff. I'd be like, yo, bro, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Why is you sweating like that in a house that I know got central air? And you running around in your living room with a big ass table leg over your shoulder and shit, screaming at the motherfucking camera, right? You kind of sound like Killer B a little bit, right? And, and then there was like some other things and stuff. We was in some little groups on Facebook, and there was a lot of like unkosher things that were going on. And I reached out to bro like to help me. I'm like, yo, you see what's going on? You supposed to be an Israelite. You know, I support you. You should see this is a lot of wrong stuff that's going on. A lot of shit some people should have been locked up for, right? Had our words and stuff. And then he just got out of pocket one day. I don't know whether it was high, alcohol, I don't know. And he just got like really out of pocket, like way out of pocket. And I warned him. I'm like, yo, you need to chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? You sit here, you're lying on me, and like, I can make shit real bad, real quick, right? So, continue with his death threats and stuff. And then he made the mistake of supporting the Israelites that did the New Jersey shooting incidents when they went into the Jewish convenience store and killed those 2 Jewish people plus a Hispanic man and a police officer prior. He said it was a great thing and that black people should make GoFundMes. I know you old shit. I didn't tell Shamiyan about Rob Rag. We're going to get to it on Shamiyan. You come up on here, the link in the chat. Rob, what else saying here? Yeah, I was like, he said that black people should put together GoFundMes for our heroes out here. That's putting in that work. Like, killing these people they should receive some type of reward. Because he said, white people, they put the things for their heroes. Right? And I was very disturbed by that. So I made a video response and stuff. I notified the people who should have been notified. Who the hell is Rabbit Lewis? Oh, Rabbi. Man, get your ass up off of here and shit. Hit my cash app if you want to come up on here, bitch. So, cash out at the bottom of the screen, nigga. So, what was crazy is that I did that video, right? He saw what time it was. Later on, you know, there's some other thing. You know how JJ was. Yeah, that's right. Bye-bye. So, JJ decided to, to get involved with this woman, right? This Caucasian woman, the old white woman, right? And I guess there was a lot of things was going on that he shouldn't have been doing, especially as an Israelite. We came to find out that he wasn't living like an Israelite should, right? And I don't really care how you live your life. If you want to stay and drink every day, you go ahead and drink every day. Killer B really don't care, right? But when you want to harm people and do things to that nature, you know, Killer B be coming for you behind, right? Nazare Zion, thank you being in the chat. Welcome. Don't forget to hit the like button. And oh boy, get this case where he almost tried to strangle this woman to death with her child coming in the room and seeing this. JJ decides to smack the phone out the woman's hand and out the girl's hand and tell the operator, oh, there ain't nothing wrong. The police came, of course, arrested her, right? This woman decides to come to this community to let us know, right? And I found out this is Chris Harris, the same person that made the video the other day to say, I don't have to discuss my personal life. I'm not here to talk about people's personal life, but that's just what he did. And he did it out of this, like, not the right reasons to do it. Like, he told me, oh, I got this information. This girl said JJ tried to kill her and all this stuff, right? I'm like, send me the information. I'll do the show, right? Chris lies. This is time Chris is starting to talk with Sa Neter. So he decides to give the last person who should have got that information, which was Sa Neter, right? Because Chris Harris has a attention issue, like, you know what I mean? He got to be seen. And one of the things he wanted to do was get JJ 7000 out of the way. JJ 7000 had like a permanent spot within Sa Neter's little circle. And Chris said, hey, the best way for me to get up in there is to give him this on JJ. So they did a video showing the charges and all that stuff, what he did, the wounds on the woman's neck. And the woman went on there. And she found out the hard way that they really don't care what he did to her. They really didn't care. All they cared about was making fun of JJ. Right? I got pissed off. I'm like, we know what this man Sa Neter represents. He has promoted cults and promoted people that do things just the same as JJ 7000. Just like Tazarian. We got stuff with him and stuff. Mistreating women, mistreating kids, and all types of stuff. Like, right? Why would you give that to him? Right? Nigga wanted the fame. Okay. Well, I'm done with you, buddy. Right? The girl contacts me now. And I was like, well, they didn't, the thing didn't go the way I expected. I was like, I could have told you that shit. Right? So I started covering the information. Right? She gave me a lot more receipts and stuff, like things with JJ doing things Israelites don't do, eating pork and not eating pork. She didn't say he was eating pork, eating shrimp and all types of shit. I'm an Lions Den Intercontinental Champ. Oh, okay. I don't know what that adds up to. That's not saying much, but can't click the like. So wait, so they got you so you can't click the like button? That's kind of weird. I don't know if shit, you your own man. I don't know which day on you on the contract or something. But anyway, things go by. You know, I covered other things. JJ went on the run and stuff with cops. JJ just wanted to keep his mouth shut. The best thing to do when you're in a case like that is to shut the fuck up and stay off of social media, right? So he refused to do that. The woman kept feeding me information. Well, JJ want to suck the white woman toes and all types of crazy shit that was just shocking to the rest of the Israelite community, right? But if the man, that's what a man want to do with whoever he suck toe, whoever toes he want to suck, he has a right to do that. And it ain't nobody else's business, right? But you see this woman put you out on Front Street, right? Now, with me speaking to this woman for the couple of months, right? Almost on a daily basis. You know, I started to listen to what she was saying. She didn't understand. I had to explain to her what this community is, what it's about. Helped her understand certain things that she saw going on some of the videos and everything, right? JJ's case is being continued. Like I said, if they took his prior charges, we did a show, we showed all his prior charges, that he had drug charges, he had a sexual assault charge, that was dropped. Usually don't mean that you didn't do it. It means like there might have not been enough evidence, so they dropped it for a lesser charge, right? And things like that, of that nature. JJ kept talking, kept getting himself. Oh, okay. All right. I know who you is. Nah, I saw the end of the thing. I know who he is. But it's kind of like weird though. So I was like, and I started to see how she acted, being drunk, right? How she acted when she was intoxicated or on some type of substance that unknown, right? Some of the things was a little bit more than. Seemed like a little bit more than alcohol, right? Allegedly seemed like. But I started to see she played a role in some of this shit. There was the last time she was on my channel, she was so belligerent that she started just calling people the N-word out of the clear blue sky, right? And I found that really strange. Now, I didn't find it strange at that time because I caught it before. See, there's a lot of things that I don't tell, and like sometimes I leave that shit for later, like right. So I cut ties with her, right? She didn't really give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck, right? And JJ started going on and on, but now. I guess we come to the head, and JJ has been sentenced to prison. Now, in that state, I believe there ain't too many black people in the prison system, right? But before I got the news, literally the day that I wanted to reach out to, like, I was thinking about it a couple days prior, but the day I was like, yo, I'm going to actually try to hit him up because he got like 1,000 screen names on Facebook. And I had to figure out which one to actually contact because I'm not trying to contact all the motherfucking names. You got like 15 screen names on Facebook, right? So I got the news just before I went to go look and say, yo, JJ locked up. I'm like, damn. Right? So I was like, damn, I really wanted to reach out to JJ. And how I feel bad for her. I really do. Because one, JJ is not a dumb person. JJ a talk fucking retarded as all hell, but he really not a dumb person. JJ he has a lot of skills. JJ can take care of himself. If he wasn't, I believe take care of himself a lot better. If it wasn't from alcohol, substance abuse, and stuff like that. When I say substance abuse, I'm relating to his criminal record, right? Usually people don't get too far away from those things, right? And I put together that this woman was involved with the same type of lifestyle. And when you get things like that, there's going to become arguments. Now, one thing that threw me off, we're going to get into Rob Rack, y'all, don't worry. That threw me off, that threw a loop was that, well, what I was going to say, I lost my point here. JJ, JJ was going to kill that woman, I believe, that night. And this woman didn't know JJ's real name. They dated for so many months or maybe a year. I forgot how long they were dating. But the man was living at her house. She had teenage children in her house. And her daughter had to walk in with this man on top of her mother, choking her to death. Now, if JJ would have killed this woman in that house, I believe 8 times out of 10, he probably would have killed that girl that was home that day. And guess what? Nobody would have known nothing but JJ. JJ's name was is not JJ. He's Anton Montez Hayes. She didn't know his name. So I thought, how could a woman be involved the way she said she was involved with JJ? JJ going to the Christmas party. Yes, that's right, Christmas party. Israelites going to Christmas parties. You know, going to the little Thanksgiving family events, celebrating Valentine's Day, and all this shit, right? Being an Israelite, she didn't know he was a Hebrew Israelite. JJ told her she was a Christian. This is what she said. And I believe he would have killed both of them. If it would have came to the point where he blacked out and this woman was found dead, they wouldn't have no leads but JJ. So my question is, how can a woman allow a man to come into her home that she doesn't know? JJ had another woman at the time in the same city, I believe, that was allowing JJ to go over and have relations with this woman. So it's almost not saying you get what you get, but part of the blame is on this woman too, because she put her family in jeopardy. This young girl, for what she was telling me, is going through a lot of emotional stuff. The girl is doing all types of stuff that a child shouldn't do or have to go through, right? I'm not going to talk about the young girl and stuff, but it is sad to me. And, you know, birds of a feather fly together. As the saying goes, birds of a feather fly together. So I believe there was something else going on besides she wanted JJ to leave the house. I believe it was something else besides that. And they were together for a different reason, more different just being boyfriend and girlfriend. This is what I believe. This is my opinion, right? She wanted to make sure JJ go to jail for what he did, right? Now, I never heard about nobody choking a bitch up because she didn't want to cook and she wanted him to leave. He might have had nobody to pick him up. It could have been cold or something like that, but I don't think that would have came to the point of choking this woman to death. I know a lot of other scenarios. I know some of you people out here that listen that been within circles or whatever with those people with those type of lifestyles that I'm talking about. What can lead to things like that, right? Let's not let too much out the bag here, but I feel sorry for JJ, right? Because that showed, that whole old time of videos I did, it showed that JJ really didn't believe this Hebrew Israelite shit. JJ was living his life as JJ, as Anton, not living his life as JJ 7000, but living his life as Anton Montez Hayes. And Anton Montez Hayes, like I said, he wasn't a dummy. Just a couple weeks ago, a month ago, he was on Sinetter. And Sinetter was trying to make fun of him and stuff. And he said, "You're stupid." He said, "You can't because you can't even comprehend what I'm saying." We say JJ saying this to Sinetter. He said, "What have you done, Sinetter? Do you even have a diploma?" Sinetter got quiet. Got quiet as a mouse. He said, "Do you got a diploma?" Sinetter couldn't answer. Now, Sinetter, they done see Sinetter rap sheet. His rap sheet ain't nothing but drugs and arrests with drugs. Right? That was his rap sheet. Right? And so 9 times out of 10, he probably never finished high school. Maybe never even got to high school. Because people his age sometimes drop out in middle school or elementary school. I got a friend been on my channel. He dropped out in 5th grade. And I'm like, 5th grade? I'm like, what the fuck? How the fuck you drop out in 5th fucking grade? I can see that back in the day in the 40s or 50s. But not no goddamn 80s or whatever or some shit, right? So he said, I got heating and air conditioning certification. I got forklift certification. And like I seen the thing, it's not regular forklift certification. It's like that new forklift shit. So he got a job where he made good money. He a journeyman, know what I'm saying? Like in a union. Carpenter, roofer. He can go anywhere in this United States and make money to be able to support himself and somebody else, whoever else is with him. That's a fact. That's a fact. And a lot of these people that sit there and make fun of JJ don't got that. JJ got an alcohol problem, maybe a substance abuse problem, and that hinders him from achieving a lot of this stuff or being able to follow through to be able to be who he's cut out to be, right? So I feel bad for JJ, but also I don't know how much time he got, but hopefully he can take this time that he getting to straighten himself out, to get sober, right? Off the alcohol. And so when he get out, he can stay out off the alcohol or whatever else he was fucking with, right? Because he got the skills. He got the skills. And some states, you know what I'm saying, they give you more certification. He can come out there even better than when he went in. So maybe this is what JJ 7000 needed to get his life back on track, right? JJ 7000 had a beautiful daughter, married to a man. They had about 6 kids, married to a white man, had about 6 kids, beautiful kids. And I asked JJ, I'm like, I did a video. I'm like, JJ, do you tell your grandkids and shit that you going to prison and that you a Hebrew Israelite? Because according to the Hebrew Israelite doctrine, if the male is white / Caucasian or whatever, so is those grandkids. So since you're a Hebrew Israelite, do you disown your grandkids and your daughter for marrying a white man? So I thought about that and I said, I doubt it. I doubt it. But on the internet, he's that stone cold Hebrew Israelite killer. Not say killer, I'm saying he's a killer or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? So, right? And Lions Den, y'all got a long time. Because he probably got 7 years. And everything went the way I projected, he got 7 years. Ain't none of y'all probably gonna be on this motherfucker. And I believe Sonetta done took over that goddamn channel. That's a whole nother show right there. All y'all gonna do is fuck that channel up. And won't have nothing to do with JJ when he get out. And I hope JJ realizes that. And I hope JJ could come back and get rid of all that Israel bullshit. All this conscious community bullshit. And go out there and be an American citizen and live his life as a productive person in the community, right? And be able to take care of himself. Don't have to worry about no big old women to be up under. That's another one of his problems and shit. All these goddamn women and shit, right? He get the women. He get them. They might be big as a goddamn fire truck, but he get them, right? I can't say any of them ugly, right? Now, like I said, I hope the man changes his life, finds out what mistakes that he made and corrects the mistakes. And the person that put him in there, he might come out better than the person that put him in there. Because I don't believe the person that put him in there is completely innocent. And that'll lead up, that's leading into my Rob Rack thing too. We're gonna see the same thing. So it's crazy, yo. It's mad crazy. Says 7 can be cut to 3.5 in states. It ain't no Fed. It is a Fed charge in that state. It's a Fed charge in that state. The feds would take it. Like if she even wanted to drop the charges, the feds would take the case. Good evening, Teron Hearing. So he won't be getting out anytime soon if he got that 7. I hope he can get out sooner. Like he got some time served already. It was over a year of the case pending and all that stuff. I don't believe he took it to trial. I know he was trying to get a lawyer and everything. They might have cut him a deal. Maybe, hopefully. And he could get out. Like I said, if anybody know what I'm saying? Send me his address. I would like to write him. And I show, and just like how I supported JJ 7000 when I first found him on Facebook, if he's willing to change his life and do better for himself and come out and shame the rest of you niggas out there that just wanted to see JJ fall. I never wanted to see JJ fall. I like JJ 7000. But there's a lot of lessons he had to learn. You're not going to sit there and threaten people. You're not going to sit there and abuse people, slander people, and do all this crazy fuckery. Be who you are. And that's a lot of things that a lot of these people come on the internet, they don't want to be who they are. But the internet is geared for that, for you to be whatever you want to be. You hop on the internet, you can be anything you want. You can be a bum, a goddamn homeless motherfucker living in a garbage can. As long as you got a phone, you can be up out here. You can be the baddest motherfucker in North America. He said that the feds take it, but it's a federal charge in the state of Colorado. In the state of Colorado, it's a federal offense. If you have more than one offense, the state will automatically take it. It's a federal charge. I looked it up. But I don't know if they took the charge because he had a domestic violence charge in another state. So I don't know if they took that or even found out about it and brought that in with that case. If they did, he all set. Because the other domestic violence included a rape charge. But the rape charge was dropped. I did a video on it. I showed his whole rap sheet. I'm going to show this whole rap sheet from the beginning to the end, all the things he's been arrested for. And if that happened, he all set. Now, if they didn't include that, I think they'll still, if I can remember, because I think I showed the thing on the internet when I did one. I forgot what show it was, but one of the JJ 7000 things, I showed it on there about if they got like 2, if he has a prior, it's a federal charge. But I think it still might be a misdemeanor or something like that. I really forgot. I would have to relook that up to tell you the truth. Well, the 1 year is just as bad as 7 to me and shit. But he has to do what he got to do, right? Did the crime, got to do time. That's how I go down. Unfortunately, some people could get out of it. Oh, Cat, you crazy. I saw you earlier showing off. I saw you fucking up my concentration. I'm trying to set up my live stream and shit. Where you get that little rat tooth dog from? Right? But thanks for coming by, Cat. So I don't know how much time he got. But however much time he got, it's enough for me. And I know they won't let him go without any counseling, without any anger management, without any drug and alcohol prevention. They will not let him out of that jail without that. And that's a very good thing. Right? And like I said, a lot of people don't want to do that. There's some people that get the chance to get out and all they have to do is take them classes. There's some of them would rather stay in prison and finish up the time than be out on parole and be able to do and have to do those classes. A fool will only do that. But I'm just hoping that JJ 7000 to think about his kids, his grandkids, his family members and stuff like that, and get himself together. Like I said, JJ 7000 is not a dumb motherfucker. And I know y'all look at him like, you mean you bugging? You drag that nigga all in the motherfucking shit. You goddamn right. And the next motherfucker, I do the same goddamn way. And it happened to me, I hope somebody do it the same goddamn way. To teach others not to go down that route. Right? And like I said, when the day I got the news, I was going to reach out to JJ and actually speak to him. And try to figure out what was going on. And I was going to tell him, like, yo, man, you got to straighten up. You know what I'm saying? This is what an Israelite's supposed to do. You saw Israelites laughing at him, right? Now, laugh at him and want the shit to happen. You got these so-called ma'at, so-called ma'at practicing Kemetic motherfuckers. They not practicing no goddamn ma'at. They doing shit just to get them out of the way. I do this shit to teach others, to show people what's going on out here, what these cults are making people live like. Some of these people are like, oh, I killed him. Hit the like button on the way in here, yo. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share, subscribe, shit. Goddamn, if you love me, hit my Cash App at the bottom of the screen. I'll put your ass at the bottom of the screen here. And shit, on every live video, your ass be scrolling on the goddamn bottom. But it's fucked up that he had to go through this. And guess where the cult at? I bet they ain't gonna put no money on his books. I bet he won't hear. When he in there, he's gonna find out the real people that really fuck with him. Niggas out here say, hey, free JJ and all that shit, but them niggas don't write him. Them niggas don't put no money on his books. Them niggas smiling in your face the whole time. They want to take your place. They backstabbers. They backstabbers. That's what it is. The majority of these people that egg JJ's on are doing it laughing at him, making fun of him. Right? So I hope JJ can change his life and come out even better. Come out a better person. Better than the rest of all you niggas. I hope he come out better than me. Better than the goddamn white woman he choked up. And I mean that. Y'all could fucking quote me on it. Shit, I'm doing the goddamn video. And some people got mad at me yesterday. And man, fuck JJ. And shit, you trying to say you feel bad for JJ and all this shit? Because I'm a real nigga. I'm going to tell you when you wrong. When you lying. Stop lying to motherfuckers. You don't want somebody to know shit? Shut your fucking mouth. He got caught any which way but loose in his bullshit. trying to backtrack, say, well, not all white people is bad. I don't hate white people shit. Then we go look and see the video where he said it's a great thing for them Israelites to go in there and put in that work on them Jewish people in that store. That's one of the most disgustingest things I've ever heard. And I know he really don't believe that. Looking at his family structure and like, no say his family is that nigga don't believe that shit. He's sitting there with that woman like he about to marry this goddamn woman and shit. Hugged up with her with the goddamn Christmas hat on, with the Santa Claus hat on, and you a goddamn Israelite? No, you didn't believe in that shit. And you can hear it in his voice where he kept making excuses. Well, I don't believe that part of the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. Yeah, you do and you don't, nigga. When he around certain people, he about to rah-rah shit, but like when he put in a certain position on, he ain't like that. I don't believe he really believe, like most of these internet Israelites, they don't believe this sucking shit. For one, they never even been taught this doctrine. The only thing they learn is the cheese on the trap videos that they see on YouTube. When you do not learn what it is to be a Hebrew Israelite off of YouTube videos. That's like trying to learn voodoo or magic or some shit watching goddamn YouTube videos. Or how to build a house watching YouTube videos. Yeah, you can see the motherfuckers, but wait till you go out there and do it. Doing it is a totally different thing than watching somebody do it. Just like you in the books and stuff. You learn about all this shit. Like I went to school for CNC machining, right? It's one thing to learn it, the books and how to use calipers and all these measuring instruments and how to program and stuff, these machines. But when you're in the field actually doing it, that's a totally different ballgame. This shit that the school can't teach you without experience. And I can tell you from experience what the Hebrew Israelite movement is all about. I'm a living witness to it. And there ain't nobody on this motherfucker that been in that shit as long as I have. In real time. And that's my boy Ty. I don't know where the hell he went. He come back up in here. We're going to do a video too. And he's going to kind of tell, I know like he kind of like, I don't know. He'll be down for this shit to kind of explain what it was like to be around me back in the early 2000s. Living the Hebrew Israelite life. Because he never joined any organization. He was learning from me and my boy. Chilling in the house every day. He's going over scriptures. He going to his mother's house. And he going to see his mother, his grandmother, I remember. And he's showing her, this is when they was on public access. They was on the internet then. They was only on public access TV. Showing the video. He had the scripture breakdown. So you know his grandmother was into the church and all that stuff. So he would take notes, all the scriptures we give him, and he'll go to his grandmother because his grandmother was into the Bible. And he would discuss things with her and stuff like that. And we hear him, he would ask questions, and we give him the answers and all that shit. He forgot a lot of that shit. But he could give y'all an idea of what it was like to be around Killer B back then. And like how things was like moving. At the time he was around, we weren't affiliated with any organizations then. We were lone wolves. We have left a lot of the congregations. Congregations had failed members, and brothers left. Congregations have been basically threatened and had no choice but to close shop by us. A lot of crazy stuff. But now, Rob Rack. Let's get on Rob Rack right now. I heard this morning that Rob Rack is locked up in jail, like the Fat Boys, in jail without the bail. In jail without the bail. In jail. Y'all remember that song about Fat Boys? Yeah, you gotta play that on your next line, yo. You gotta play that song. In jail without the bail about the Fat Boys. That was my shit back in the day. In jail without the bail. In jail without the bail. Now we see a greasy, grimy, no good nigga named Rob Rack that had played the Hebrew Israelite Society. Now, if I had a choice, who to free? I was like, give us JJ. Give us JJ, motherfucker. Give us JJ. Right? Rob Rack is an individual that I've known for probably over 10 years now. Right? And the Hebrew Israelites. First month of knowing him, I said this many times that, I know Shamian. What's Shamian? Shamian right there. Let me put the link in the chat for y'all. I know Shamian would come out here and act up and shit. Shamian in his motherfucking glory right now. You know, that son of a bitch. Fuck Rob Rack. What are you with the jail for? Smoking crack? Shamian crazy. Let me see. Put the link up here. Anybody else want to come up in here? Come on up in here. God damn, why I got something in front of the damn thing? All right, here we go. All right, there go the link. Shamian, come on up in here. I don't know if you at work or not. No, you saying something crazy. Let me see what you're saying. He got locked up for not smoking crack. Yo, Shamian crazy, yo. Oh, that's a StreamYard thing. Shamian, something else. I'll click like when you light up Rob Rack. You crazy. I'm back now. Can't attack that man. We don't know. Nobody knows what happened, really. We only got her story. So, yo, what up, Shamian? What up, old boy? You gotta unmute yourself. Or not? Are you muted? Nope. Shamian, where the hell you at, boy? Well, wait for his ass to talk. But Rob Rack is in jail. All right, so happy you gotta come back in. Rob Rack is in prison for what I hear. Cat, you come up in here because I know you know some of the details too. Unless you want to stay on the low and shit. Oh shit, I forgot to do this shit. Motherfucking goddamn. Got the monetize my motherfucking shit. Rob Rack is in jail for what I hear for terroristic threats. All right, my bad. That was my fault. I had something that was taking all my internet resources and stuff. But what I was saying here, Rob Rack, Charmaine, I'm trying to come in now. Who's this here? Mental Drip, Killer B. What up, Mental Drip? Rob Rippins. So Rob Rack has been arrested for what I hear terroristic threats, and serves him right. And I believe he got a gun charge along with it. From what I hear, that he was arrested like 4 o'clock, like 4 a.m. Eastern time. For threatening, I believe, some new girlfriend named Tracy or whatever, right? I see pictures of the woman. The woman looked like, from what some people were saying, could be, I don't know, one of them guys, right? But I don't know the woman, so I'm not gonna go in, right? Woman never say nothing about it. I'm just calling the eyes and see it. And for what we know about Mr. Rob Rack, right? Rob Rack is known for threatening people, threatening people's children, threatening people's families, with murder and abuse and sexual assaults. He's known for doing these things. He's been known for a long time for doing these things. I could show a video of him doing some of this stuff, right? And he's finally, I guess he did this on a live stream and someone notified the authorities, maybe. I really don't have all the details, but I know he's in jail and don't have any bail to get out. Now, Rob Rack has shown him with his Bentley, right? For somebody to have a Bentley, you should be able to get out of prison with no problem. He's had a ghost gun. Well, he said it's a ghost gun, right? That he would frequently put on the screen and threaten people with. A gun that I know is highly illegal in the state of California. So if they got that handgun, he's in serious trouble. Now, if the authorities go and look at his channel with all the other things that he's done, right? And all the other videos across the internet. I know there's people that got videos with Rob shooting the gun in the air, right? So it's a man without a permit. Now, Rob already said a story that he's been locked up before. How true it is, I don't know. So that would be an ex-con having a firearm in the state of California is not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. Yo, you stupid. Y'all make me laugh, yo. Y'all make me laugh. Because Shamian is like the ultimate troll to Rob Rack. Like, for real. Y'all would never even know it. Rob Rack, Shamian gets on Rob Rack. Been getting on Rob Rack longer than anybody. But I've known this Rob Rack for over 10 years. I've known Rob Rack. And the first month after meeting him, I knew how insincere he was about the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. Where he could, people say that he's an Israelite and all the stuff. He follows Yah and like he'll play any of videos, even before Shamian even came around. So Shamian's been around for a long time. And the things that he's done has been really disgusting and not something that Israelites should do, right? He has no training, meaning he's never been in a Hebrew Israelite congregation. He's claimed he has. I've heard rumors that he was and was put out. That's what I heard. All right, set this thing up here. goddamn, motherfuckers want to see this shit. All right. Let's see here. Yeah. Yeah. Every time he hits that button. And from what I hear from New Era King, another one of my homies, I gotta put this channel up on my homepage and stuff. He knows Rob Rack since a child, since elementary school. And he's told a lot of truths on the man's situation, right? It's pretty sad, too. We should feel bad for him in a certain way. A man that has, I guess he lost his parents at a young age. His sister had to take custody of him, I guess. He was supposedly had a woman that he was getting married to. And I guess the thing didn't work out. She got some people to beat him up, knock his teeth out, and all types of stuff. They put him out the house and everything. And Rob Rack because when we met Rob Rack, he was doing videos in literally a closet, like a pantry. You know how you got your food pantry in your house and shit, where you keep canned goods and your broom and shit. Like, he was doing videos in that. It was called Judaville. Let me see how I can pull that video up. Let y'all see that video. There have been a lot of accusations and stuff about Rob being part of the LGBTQ community, right? Which he constantly had what do you call it? I don't want to say fetish. Like, highly like to bring that up a lot with other people. You know what I'm saying? And he would accuse other people that, and it comes to find out that he was that way. Just like we get with Mr. Judah Nasty. The same thing. And if that's who he is, I have no problem with that. I have no problem at all with that community, right? I think it's an awesome community. They're doing a lot more. We can learn from them in a lot of ways. Black people can learn a lot from them on the way how they have got a lot of things passed in their favor to make their experience in America livable, right? Some people don't agree with that, or well, right? But he has been very abusive to people. I'm trying to put this video up here for y'all, so we can see what it is we dealing with here. Almost at 1,400, nigga. Okay, let me throw this up in here. Rob Rack. Okay. Lies. Oh, here it goes right here. All right. Yeah, this is the video. Watch this, y'all. Check this shit out. Share my screen here. Old School Killer B, Tora Nights video. This is a re-upload from another channel. Actually, I want to jump over that. I got to turn the volume off of that because there was a, what do you call it? A music thing that wasn't good for the video. Let's read the scripture that I put up there. Let's look at the scripture I put up there. What was that? Ecclesiasticus 37:14. For a man's mind is sometimes want to tell him more than 7 watchmen that sit above in a high tower. And above all this, pray to the Most High that he will direct thy way in truth. Let reason go before every enterprise and counsel, before every action. Now, here is Rob Rack, the remedialite, holder of countless demons, right? That's the demon counter. So, as we see here, Rob Rack looks a lot different. This is an old clip. This is real old. If any of y'all saw the video with Rob Rack with the brawn panties sitting on the edge of the bed and the one with behind tuned up in the air, y'all see that that's the Rob Rack because the video is that old, right? You see there, Judaville, he's in the closet. And so woman is asking a question, and he's so out of it that he can't even speak. Let me see if the music stopped. Look, you can't even. I'll put the link for it so you guys can watch it on your own time with the audio. He's talking, but he's not saying anything. It's like he's stuck. Like somebody gave him a drug and he's stuck. You know what the people say when they smoke that dust and stuff. And he's making fun of Alazar and other Israelites that look like skin or Hispanic Israelites, calling them mamzers, right? And in this video, I correct him that the mamzer actually is. And the problem I had with Rob Rack is that he didn't take correction. He didn't wait. Hold on. I'll take this off the screen. Got to see the video. I know Rob was going to prison. Judah Nazareth will be next. He'll be right behind him. All right, now I can put it on. I can put the audio on now. All right, look at this. Look at this. This is This is when he talking about the lighter. And you see, he tries to make up an excuse because Rob said he wasn't smoking weed no more. Right? And got caught with the lighter in his hand. What you doing with the lighter? See, look, he in a closet. You see the box, the cereal thing, the dog food thing, got the goddamn vacuum cleaner and shit like that. He in Judaville, right? So let's listen to this.
Stop lying. That's because so that's the way the Bible is. So house of their father, so fathers, house of their father, so whoever your father of those children is, they would have to go to that house. You go to your dad's house, so okay. But for the that's because that's the way the Bible is. So I use this for instance. Stop lying.
He said, "Oh, I use the lighter for instance, so don't get it twisted." Because we already know that he told us that he don't smoke, and he got caught, and he caught himself. He caught himself, and now he had to make an excuse. He said, "Oh, I use that for instance." But then we catch him on his other channel called Ribs Radio. Those who don't know that, he had another channel called Ribs Radio that's still up, where he would talk about all these people being homosexual and all this stuff, right? But he does a video where he's smoking weed with a bunch of lesbians. This is the man that's a Hebrew Israelite that's against all this stuff. That's against all of this. Against all of this, but then getting caught with a whole bunch of lesbians smoking weed with him. After he told us that he don't smoke weed. They know this. But we don't. can go off of what you tell us. Now, this is Rob Rack in San Francisco. This is GMS San Francisco, GMS San Francisco camp. And they teach on the street. They some live wires and stuff. Rob decides to come out there with a gun and threaten them. But we see what happens. See, the GMS guys, they don't fear evil, wicked. You know what I'm saying? They actually live in this book. They actually, all day and night, they dealing with this book. I know how the GMS can't roll. Maybe because they're like a satellite group. They're not actually under the elder and stuff. Like the elder ain't up in their face all day and stuff. But I know the program with Tahar and GMS because I was with them when it was the House of David before GMS. So I know how they members get down. Right? Watch this. Truly, the righteous attain life, but whosoever pursue evil finds death. Hold on 1 second, y'all. What up? Why are you interrupting my live stream? Why are you interrupting my live stream? You know I'm still live. Why are you calling me? Well, cash at me then, nigga. You got my shit right on the screen. Cash at me then. All right. Now.
A little attention whore, man. Hey, man, listen.
Ooh. You hear that? You heard that, right? Where is it? Let's go, man. He come there, he shows up wearing a bulletproof vest and has that gun in his backpack.
This is a little attention whore, man.
See, he remembers his vest, the gun, but forgets the Bible. So if you got a problem with the scriptures, how they teach you the scriptures, why you didn't bring your scriptures? Would you bring a gun? Why you bring a vest? If the Most High is with you, why you bring a vest? I done been there. I look down the barrel of a gun. I done been in situations. And when you in this, when you in truth, that what we call the truth, right? Just like I said on my show last night, if you believe these things could work for you, right? You have no fear. Look what they do.
Hey, man, listen.
Ooh, you heard that, right? Where is it? He takes off running with a gun. He pulls the gun, they go after him, and he takes off running. So is Rob really about that life? That's in real time. And this is the same right here. His ashes, his deceived heart has turned him aside, and he cannot deliver himself, nor say, is there not a lie in my right hand? Look, shooting blanks, nigga, you ain't got no bullets. And what happened? That's what happened. Niggas that fake jacket laid on the back. No time for faking jacks because niggas that fake jacket laid on their back. I got more. So this man And this is before he got real out of pocket with it. These days, he'll threaten somebody to kill somebody's child. He'll threaten to do this. He'll threaten to do this to your mama, your daddy, time after time. And some of these people, I was on Cartoon Cat. Y'all go check out her channel. Her channel be lit, yo. She was showing off a little earlier and shit. She needs to fucking show it off. She know what I'm talking about. Shit, goddamn. Trying to distract motherfuckers and shit. But I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not gonna do it like that and shit. Whoever know, but I was gonna leave it like that and shit, right? I don't even want nobody else to know about that. But the women that Rob has been with, or claims to have been with, right? This one that he's supposedly with now, threatened to do all this stuff to her, right? And the people that watch him are watching a train wreck. These people aren't here watching you because they support you. They're out here, same thing as Judah Nasty. You got a couple of the cult followers and shit actually think that this man is a righteous person with how they think that. I have no motherfucking idea. But you see, most of the people, when you see them I think a lot of these niggas be buying views too on some real shit. I know a lot of them buy views. And a lot of the people that watch them for their demise. Yo, Shawnee, wow, but he's not lying. He's not lying. That's right. Hit that like button on the way in. Don't forget. Cash out there at the bottom, all that bullshit. Right? Nigga over here talking shit. Told the nigga hit my cash app. You want to talk to me? I ain't seen nothing yet, nigga. Right? Where that? Want to call the motherfucker. Shit, lock on the nigga for a show and don't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Act like gonna pay for some shit and with no money now. Right? But anyway, real niggas, I don't give a fuck. This shit. Niggas do that funny, shady ass shit. Right? They ain't nothing coming. So, but we see that all that shit has come to a head. Now he's going to be facing time. What I just heard recently is that he had to go get a job at McDonald's because he's about to get put out. The man's lived in a pool house at his sister's house. Who is of the LGBT community? Who's of the LGBT community? And for him to speak on people like that, right? But hey, he might be too. Well, a lot of the shit came out that proved that, which I said I ain't got no problem with the community, right? But when you threaten people of that community, when you threaten children, when you threaten women and other people that done you no harm, JJ 7000 has threatened me, said he could kill me off of a lie that he made up in his head drunk and decides to make the threat, right? That's a little different. I don't take that. This nigga drank 24/7. And when you repeatedly do that, don't think something is wrong, there's a problem. And the people that are watching them are just as disgusting as he is. This is what I heard, that he was live telling a woman that he gonna blow her fucking brains out. So, who called the police? Somebody with sex called the police. Same thing when we had the person, Amin Lee, that was saying that he would put his hands on a 12-year-old, 10-year-old, and 9-year-old girl in front of everybody in the group chat. I got it on audio. It's on my channel. I got about a 20-minute long audio with this dude talking about this shit, saying that it's okay to do it. And you know what? People like EMAC, y'all know the Puerto Rican EMAC, he believes in it. Iris Scales done did a video showing that he agrees with him. And I said, y'all gonna sit up here in this chat and listen to this man say this and y'all not gonna do nothing? I called the authorities. What they did, I don't know. I made the report though. How many people do you think they report in that chat? Nobody but me. Nobody but me. I asked JJ7000, you can sit here and not prove that because it was Emax, Neves, or whatever you want to call himself, right? It was his group chat on Facebook. I said, you gonna allow this nigga to have this nigga up in this shit? And I got my audio him saying he don't care. It's the people that stop their support. This is what y'all support. Y'all think it's funny. Ha ha, kiki. This is the nastiest shit. Talk about these women and what he gonna do. And I throw her children off the bridge, off the roof of the building. And y'all sit there, ha ha, he he. Oh, Amber, I heard somebody drag her down the temple. Oh, Amber, after all the stuff she went through in tour nights with Judah Nazareth, right? And I'm from the old school Hebrew Israelites. No woman ain't supposed to be up in there in the first damn place. That's number one. I addressed that when I first saw her up in there. Right? Now, when it comes down, all this crazy fuckity adultery shit, man, she's a married woman. I'm here talking with this nigga. This dude telling all of his business, lying about most of it. Right? Then starts to verbally abuse her. Sexually abuse, not physically sexually abuse, but, saying sexual things to her verbally. Right? The meaning things, right? Now, we all came to her aid. I don't want a motherfucking ass. She got a husband. I'm an Israelite. I don't want a nigga a bitch that got a husband. I'm not that thirsty. I don't have that problem where I gotta just settle for shit. Right? So we checked Mr. Nasty Nazareth, right? That's how the whole Fortnite thing broke up. Now, later down the line, we find her back over there. And I hit her up. I'm like, yo, are you serious? Are you serious? All these people had your back. Israelites, real Israelites, like Alana Rubinite, Killer B, Shamiana, Josh, Trey Tell was all there. I think Trey Tell fell back. I don't say the wrong thing. I think Trey Tell fell back in that motherfucker, right? For whatever reason. But I found it really disrespectful to us. All right, my bad. I find it disrespectful to us, to the Most High, to herself, right? To be back over there. I'm like, why are you over there? Why? Why? No. Your ass in the chat, Kiki and Ha Ha and this nigga is leading you right back down the goddamn path again to get humiliated again. And I told her, I said, yo, I got videos on it. Well, I'll check it out. I said, yo, you doing all the other women a disservice because they see you over there. Amber, she got the nice little, she got the white girl voice and shit, right? Right? All that shit. And other women will peek in that chat. And think that it's a safe place because a lot of women are looking for some type of guidance spiritually. They see Judah Nazareth got his old bullshit going on. They don't know no better. Right? And they come over there and they see Amber over there, right? And they kiki ha with her. And she's not telling them who this nigga really is. That this nigga really got some mental issues, some things going on upstairs that nobody should be a part of. So nobody should put themselves in the loop of. And now with her being there, it's like a bait for other women. Because you know, women ain't stupid. They check the spot. They check the spot before they jump in. They'll look around and like, oh, she up in there. She's up in there. Oh, let's say it's all right. It might be cool for me to slide up in there and shit. It might be a person that's really sincere, right? And then the girl comes in there thinking she's gonna learn some shit, and next thing you know, she's been called all types of hoes, and her children are gonna get thrown off the building, and all types of shit like that, right? So it's evil. Like that shit is like, I'm like, what are you thinking? Like, what's on your mind to do that? You should put all that shit behind you. Like me, I got a mission. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I get down. Y'all know what it is with me. Right? And other people that was in tour nights, you know, they was with me in the beginning, the first couple of months or whatever. Then, you know, they had to move. Someone got families, someone got married, new jobs and stuff. I ain't mad at them because they got life to continue with. They wasn't in this shit like I was. I was in this shit for real. It wasn't no internet shit. So if somebody want to go back off and live their life, I'm cool with that. Right off into the sunset. I wish the best for you. Some people stuck around and fronted like, oh, when we down, like we about to wake up the people to all this shit. Who in actuality, Mr. Chris Harris, actuality, they didn't stick around this for attention. And to fool the next person. So now they can gather up all these people, like I said, thinking it's a safe place. Oh, he's cool and stuff. And next thing you know, you getting lied to. You getting put right back in the same trap that you was before. I got a mission. I said, if I was in this shit for over 2 decades, I could go another 2 decades fucking these niggas up. I would have died for this goddamn movement. The same shit. Why would I do it for myself? Man, it ain't happening. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm real with this shit. I can explain everything that I'm saying. I can prove everything that I'm saying. I did them when I got up on this bitch and lied. I challenge anybody to show all them guys. I got almost goddamn 800 videos almost. Probably. If I don't got 800. Show me I ain't no motherfuckers out sitting there lying in your ass. I show receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt. And what I say today, I said I heard from the goddamn grapevine. Right? I don't know for sure. I said it. I got my community post. I said, if I don't know for sure, I'm going to tell you I don't know for sure. Or I'm going to give you my opinion, what I think, my 2 cents on it. And like, it's crazy because, like, it's sad, really, because there's so many people out here that really looking for some type of help or, I don't know, like, just like with me and shit. Like, I was a young kid and stuff. One of my parents died, and, like, you know what I'm saying? You looking for you love, I'm like 19. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a fucking kid. You know, I was trying to be spiritual before, for years before, like diving in different religions and stuff like that. Now I'm trying to get serious with it. What I'm going to deal with the rest of my life, what am I going to follow? I was diving with everything that y'all see on the internet today. I done been through all that shit. All these dumbass books people are trying to push to you. I done read all them shits in the 90s. Some of these people just seeing these books. I done read them before they was born. J.A. Rogers, the 5 Black Presidents, that fucking dumbass shit. Talk about Abraham Lincoln was black and goddamn, what is it, Woodrow Wilson or some bullshit was black. The first president of the United States was Alexander Hamilton was a black man. That's old stupid ass shit I haven't fucking heard in my goddamn life. And you got these people today pushing that old 1990 bullshit. And these books, a lot of these books are from the 70s. I just happened to catch on to them in the late 80s, early 90s. I started to check it because I'm searching. Because I didn't have the internet. I had to I find these little black bookstores. I go to Harlem. I would see Sonetta selling his fucking bootleg ass books and bootleg cassette tapes. I go back when they had cassette tapes. I was learning this shit. Had Sheikh Aka Diop cassette tapes. Dr. Ben cassette tape. Motherfucking that Mitsubishi nigga cassette tape. Steve Coakley on cassette. So when these niggas come to me with all this like shit, I'm like, bro, I done been through all of that. I done passed all of that. I'm trying to help you. I don't have to do this. I can go right out in the sunset like the rest of these niggas. But I choose not to. Because I feel that I'm obligated because I taught so many people this bullshit. Like my boy Ty that came out here earlier. Him, I fill this head up with all this shit. Luckily, he didn't take all that shit that goddamn serious. But there's some people that did. And they out there living their life today according to what the fuck I taught them back in the 90s and the early 2000s. Y'all don't get it. Y'all sit there. Sonetta is a fucking crook. He's sitting there laughing at black people. You don't hear him call you niggas, ER. Your black kid, the kid asked him for a refund for the debate that he conned everybody on. He said, maybe if you're a good boy. This kid looked like he may be fresh in college or some shit. And you can see that he was nervous asking him. Like he was rubbing his head, you know, like a little kid. Some of y'all got kids and stuff where the kid know, like, some shit like, God damn, I got to get myself together to ask my parents this and shit. Because they're going to cuss me out and stuff. But, like, well, can I go outside? No, he done did some shit. That nigga's rubbing his head while he's talking to you. That's what the kid was doing. I know that look. That's some shit a little kid would do. And Sonetta said, hey, you a good boy. I'll refund you your money. That nigga made over $20,000 on that debate that didn't happen. Just took it. Debate before that, Chris Harris. Didn't happen. And I just showed where he could have easily made the shit where he could refund those people or postpone the debate. I showed the guidelines of the event and all that shit. Check the game over. It got game over on the screen on the thumbnail. couple of lives back, maybe about 3 or 4 lives back. The back is Rob Rack niggas. Shut up, you come on, this motherfucker, what? Nigga, what is it called out? Nigga, this is for Cash App. Let me put my Cash App up. What the fuck I call for? Do what you said. Talk for a motherfucker for us. Spam motherfuckers and shit. Fuck I look like. And I was a real nigga. Just like this motherfucker right here and shit. It's a real motherfucker to this nigga. And he bugged out as all fucking hell. I don't know why my shit stuck over here. Oh, that's why. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Y'all gotta make better decisions. If y'all really into this Israelite shit and believe that shit, y'all wouldn't be congregating with the people that y'all congregating with. Like, real talk. Y'all wouldn't be doing what y'all doing and congregating with the people you congregating with. So don't come in my face talking about, oh, the Most High gonna kill you, the Most High hate you, you're gonna get a brick shower and all that shit. No, you're gonna get the brick shower. You the one made the covenant. Like they'll tell you, oh, the Most High hate you and shit. Not if you ain't made no covenant with him. Just like with any other religion, you make a covenant, you make an agreement with that God. And if you don't follow what that God said, God fucks you up. That's right in the scriptures. Right in the scriptures. It's not hard. It's very simple. It's very simple. Very, very simple. What the fuck was shit stuck for? Crazy. Well, goddamn. Shit stuck. I'm trying to read this thing at the bottom. I can't. Garfield said the pod ran with the money. Right now, how Garfield know all of that? How Garfield know all of that? Now, you notice that Garfield will be right back over there on Sinetta. You know that? Did you notice this? Check this out. Back to JJ. JJ had that channel, right? It got over 1,000 subscribers. Why? How is Minister Inky over there? How is Minister Inky over there? Remember Minister Inky? They had all that controversy with Polite and stuff with the kid and all that shit. Then everybody trying to disassociate themselves with Polite, then with Sinetta. That's all a publicity shit. That's to create numbers. It's push and pull. With Rob Rack and Judah going back and forth. They doing that shit on purpose. For controversy. Because whoever watches Judah Nazareth, you're going to go subscribe to Rob Rack to hear what Rob Rack got to say about Judah Nazareth. Whoever fuck with Rob Rack, you're going to go subscribe to Judah Nazareth to hear what Judah Nazareth got to say about Rob Rack. And guess who winning? Rob Rack and Judah Nazareth. Getting money from both y'all. And they're not monetized. Don't think nobody's sending their asses no money. Don't think motherfuckers not sending them no money. Laughing at y'all. Garfield said, I had this family emergency, all this shit. None of that shit added up. I did the video. I laid it all out on the table. None of that shit added up. And now, Sinetta like, fuck Garfield and all that shit, right? I get Garfield has to be right back over there. Garfield shared a whole video from Sinetta the other night. But they beefing. Though. No, they not. They laughing at you niggas. And I told you that whole House of Consciousness is a bunch of blacks that's not black Americans. And not to say nothing about black people from the West Indies or South America, not to put nothing on them to say anything bad about them. But there's one thing a lot of them don't respect Black Americans. They don't like Black Americans. I'm not saying all of them. But a lot of the no good niggas, just like you got no good niggas here, Black Americans. They're no good. You got the same ones over there. And they'll do your ass dirty. Said you got to check out Rastafari Jews YouTube with. Nah, I ain't listening to that dumb shit. I ain't gonna lie to you, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Damn, I'm gonna drop my damn mouse in the battery. God damn, got the battery wet. God damn. Fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna watch that dumb shit. What am I gonna watch that dumb shit for? I don't even know. Just the name sounds stupid. Some of the shit I don't even entertain. Like some motherfuckers and shit, I was like, if anybody listens to these motherfuckers, they deserve whatever they get coming. Some motherfuckers I feel bad for. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like some people be sending me some shit. You need to get at this nigga. I'm like, who the fuck listens to this motherfucker? Like this what's it with the Osafri Bible, Osafri Bible, whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? OSAPE, 8PHE or some shit. It's a book. It takes 5 minutes to get the lowdown on that shit. It takes literally 5 fucking minutes to know that the book never existed. Somebody just made that shit up. And you got niggas now talking about it's some key to unlock the Hebrew Israelites and shit. Like they said about the Apocrypha. Oh, it's the key. Like they will show you like, oh, you got the book of Enoch. You got the book of Adam and Eve and all this bullshit. These are pseudo books. That's why they're not even in the Bible. Some of those books was written in the like the 1600s. They're not actual biblical books, but you can't tell these niggas that. They'll go run with anything. I could see us being back in the day falling for that shit because we didn't have no internet. We didn't have no real way of actually researching a lot of this stuff. Now, you got the internet, you can find out in 5 minutes what this shit all about. He a doctor and shit. He was caught inside that. Was making money off that shit. Y'all don't remember that? He's like some kind of like cancer or like lupus or something like that. And he brought listening to goddamn Sonnetter because they believe Sonnetter is the savior for Black people. He's teaching us the true conscious community. African like news and the wisdom and stuff of the African people, and we got to start listening to our own people and don't listen to the white man and all this shit. Sonnetter is laughing at you motherfuckers. Sonnetter's made so much money off of Black people, it's not even funny. Why Sonnetter ain't got no community center for Black people? Why he ain't got no community center for the kids? You can rent. You know how many community centers they got in New York City? You can just rent a room and teach kids. That $20,000 he done made from that fake ass debate. The $20,000 he made $1 million. I think was it $1 million or 100,000? I think it was 100,000 maybe. It could have been $1 million. Michael Edwards did the video on it. Then all of a sudden, Michael Edwards got a sweatshirt and decided to hush up on it. Decided to hush up. Killer B ain't gonna hush up. But he went out there and brought a $100,000 Mercedes. This nigga been selling tapes and fucking bootleg shit. Bootleg books. You can go around 125th and get bootleg books. You can get that Chancellor Williams book, Destruction of a Black, whatever it's called, right? and get it bootleg. That shit be printed out on a motherfucking from copy paper and stapled together. And they'll sell you that shit for $10. It's just ridiculous. The whole Rastafari, dude, the Rastafarian shit is all fake. Read the book Catch a Fire or Rastafari. It's a hardcover book I had called Rastafari. That was the title. And it'll tell you right in there, the Holy Pibbly, all the Howell, all those motherfuckers. Who was it? The dude that made the Holy Pibbly or whatever on his deathbed. He admitted that all that shit was fake. Don't listen to no goddamn Rastafarian. That's a third world goddamn country. Those are the easiest people to the trick because they ain't got no education. Half of them don't even got shoes. Not even put nothing down on the people of the West Indies, but it's what it is. Everybody know that. It's easy. It's easy to go manipulate those people, just like they manipulate people, like poor people in Mexico. Just like they manipulating poor people up here to believe that dumb shit. Why they laughing? They laughing at you. Haile Selassie didn't even believe that he was no goddamn motherfucking second coming of Christ. He ain't never said that shit. His people ain't never said that shit. Ethiopia had slavery until like the 1970s or some shit. The 1980s, 70s, and 80s are one of the two. Slavery was still going on in goddamn Ethiopia. But they want to sit there and talk about the white man and slaving motherfucker while Ethiopia got slaves. Crazy. I'm fucking real, yo. I'm fucking real. You saw what he did with me when I went out there. And talking shit, you can say talking shit or whatever. I was saying the truth. I was sitting there telling the truth and won't take it back. I went out there and told the people my goddamn experience within the cult, what the cult's all about, and guess what happened? Judah never comes out of nowhere and disrupts the whole thing. He did that on purpose. And I didn't watch the end of the video. If any of y'all saw me on Signetter, my interview on Signetter, Judah Nasser came on there and tried to say I'm a child molester. I did this and I beat up a woman, was locked up, and all this shit with no evidence. No evidence of shit. And I'm sitting there with all my peoples all around me. And while they talking that shit, I'm showing the money. This is what it is. I'm showing the motherfucking money. My boy put that thing in the window and shit, and the screen and shit, showed Signetter what it was. But you know what I'm saying? That was some ignorant shit. But you know what I'm saying? It was ignorant shit going on, so I did my ignorant shit, right? And then I just watched it like a few months ago, the ending of that video, and I saw that Signetter just made a joke out of the interview. And he wanted me, Napaz set this shit up. Napaz the one that set it up. Because Napaz came on my channel on some dumb shit. I'm doing an important interview with this woman that was Israelite married to Christopher Day, the guy that shot Ayanna Seed in the face. Napaz come on there, I think I know her. And stuff. She called me a bitch like 8 years ago. We like, nobody give a fuck. The whole chat telling her to shut the fuck up. Like she wasn't on the panel, she was in the chat. The chat was like, nobody cares, yo. Like, chill out. And I kept telling her to stop. She kept going. She kept going. You know how she got issues. She got mental issues. After the show, I talked to her. She hit me up. I talked to her and stuff like that. I found out a lot about her. I found out that she was that woman that was in IUIC that said IUIC was stalking her and like doing what they call that shit, the gang stalking or whatever. That bitch was lying and shit. She was lying. She's crazy. She destroyed her whole family. over that Hebrew Israelite shit. Husband left her and everything. And then she go mess with Sinetta. And you know what I'm saying? Like, Judah Nazareth humiliated her. Then she want to go get Judah Nazareth to go at Sister Cherry. Cherry don't fuck with nobody. This is like, yo, this is crazy, yo. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't know. Anybody want to come out here? You chop it up with me? Nagy said, yeah, that's not a shock to me anymore. That was funny, though. Nagy said he would still be in Torah Nights if he would have known about JJ 7000. Nagy Springfield left Torah Nights of sticking up for JJ 7000 because Judah was saying some crazy, like, disgusting things about him. That was pretty funny and shit. They said that shit. Pretty crazy, but hey, man, it is what it is. It is what it is. Check my shit here. Niggas is weird out here. Don't understand it. But I'm gonna put the link up in the chat real quick. Now I'm gonna get on up out of here. I might go live again later on tonight. Last night's show was really good. I ended up burning up Brother Hayru and shit. That's my main man right there. But I had to burn him up last night. He got burned up. Out there in Jabari, messing with Jabari's coat. I don't know why that boy, that man, joined goddamn Jabari coat. Of all people, I would have thought all the videos I done did, he don't win. Join the goddamn coat. Don't get it. But it is what it is. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. But this shit funny, you know. But I'm about to get up out of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. All the people that participated, whatever way. Like I said, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Did I put the link up there? Yeah, the link up in there. I give y'all a few minutes or whatever. Now get on the hell on out of here. Cat, KK, they came up in here. Nazari, Amber Shamian. Who else was up in here? Somebody else. I don't know what Scary YT Streets was. It's probably in the goddamn bushes somewhere. Who else was up in here? There was somebody else. Oh, yeah, my man Ty was up in here. Teron Harry was up in here. Thank you for stopping by. And everybody else, yo. So who's this? Okay, there you go. What's up, man?
Shalom.
Don't get me going, goddamn it.
You gotta stop talking about my peoples, nigga.
I gotta do what I gotta do and shit. I was into that Rastafari and stuff heavy, yo, before I came in.
You were incorrect about the ending of slavery. The ending of slavery. He had the Haile Selassie began it in 1923. He began a progressive. He began a progressive a way to end it, because before his predecessors tried to end it, but there was no enforcement, so it continued. So he started in 1926 because what he didn't want to do was to just end it abruptly, and all of a sudden, you had a whole underclass of 2 million Ethiopians. So he had to progressively do it. By 1946, Ethiopia had abolished slavery. You know what I'm saying? So you were a little bit late on the date. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't 1960s or 1970s. It was 1946. So, but here's the deal. the Jamaicans. I agree with you when it comes to a lot of the other Rastafarian groups, right? Because I don't agree with the bubble teas. I don't agree with the 12 tribes of Israel. Although, don't know this, the first 12 tribe chart that you can ever find started with the Rastafarian group called the 12 tribes of Israel. So
yeah,
that
they didn't have a chart breaking down saying the Mexicans and all that shit though.
Nah, it was different. It was different. Their chart was just as stupid, but it was going by astrological signs and dates.
Yeah.
So if you was born in August, you was Issachar. If you was born in July, you was Judah, etc. I don't agree with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know what I'm saying? My group doesn't even look at Haile Selassie as Jesus or God. Our group sees Haile Selassie as an ensign that was spoken of in Isaiah chapter 11, verse 11 through 12. So this is a seed of David who sit upon the seat of David according to the prophecies, the covenant between David and Judah that God made, the covenant of David, that one would sit upon the throne of 1942.
Slavery in Ethiopia, 1942.
Right. So I was off by 4 years, but still, you know what I'm saying? So that had to happen progressively, you know what I'm saying? Because they had tried to do it before Haile Selassie was ever even a king, and it never worked. So he had to do it progressively. You got to remember, Ethiopia.
So you're saying he had to slowly bring it in, was what you're saying?
Yeah, right. Because
he had to slowly abolish it.
Yes, because you remember now when slavery was abolished here in America, it left left African Americans in a huge underclass, while they gave reparations to the slave owners for the loss of their cattle, etc., etc.
Hold on one second. I gotta put the nigga out fast. Yo, dog, why you keep calling me? I told you I'm live. Hit the Cash App, nigga. That's all I need to know. Hit that motherfucker. Then you can say something to me, motherfucker. Other than that, hit that motherfucker. Then we can talk. Other than that, stop calling my ass. Weird
Rabbi Lewis.
God damn.
That's Rabbi.
Yeah, that nigga annoying as fuck, yo. That nigga annoying as fuck, yo. Like that nigga weird as hell. Like,
yeah, I was told that he has some mental health. So bless his heart. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that nigga got mental health issues.
That nigga write that nigga write
he that white man and shit he was showing.
That nigga write a book every
white man he having. Yeah, that nigga
every 2 weeks. That nigga be like, "Yo, I want y'all to go and buy my book, my new book." I'm like, "Yo, hold on, how you write a whole?" Look, that nigga 2 weeks.
You want to go live? He said, "I see you." Send Cash App. Fucking this shit. I like, well, send the Cash App, nigga. They ain't shit to talk about until you send the motherfucker, nigga. Fuck out of here. I don't hear shit you got to say. Annoying ass. Even Nagy Springfield cussed that nigga the fuck out. And Nagy Springfield be cussing nobody out. But so this is the point I was saying, that he had to ease that in, right? Now, people get mad when I say that the United States stopped the importation of slaves in 1803, 1802 to 1804. So I think they brought the topic up in 1802, but it didn't pass. I think it passed in 1803 and didn't go into effect until the beginning of 1804. Right?
Right.
So you couldn't bring no slaves into the United States. Of course, niggas was smuggling shit, right? But the nation didn't want slavery for a long time. But what they had to do was ease that motherfucker in. You can't just say, "Oh, all y'all niggas gotta get rid of y'all slaves, nigga. All y'all niggas gotta get rid of them motherfuckers." Like, you can't do that. That's just like here, like they banned certain e-cigarettes. You know, like the vape pens and shit like that. They made them illegal in Connecticut. There were certain types or whatever, right? I don't fuck with them shits, but that was a law that they passed. So they banned them, but now you got stores that done invested thousands of dollars in this e-pen.
Right.
You can't make them throw that shit away. So they're allowed to sell all of them that they got. Then after that, they can't buy no more.
Right.
So that's the same thing like the United States did and shit. They had to, they stopped them. No more slaves coming in. Y'all can still have y'all slaves, but there ain't no more coming in. And now they start working towards, because you go on the White House website, they got actual like proof that a lot of these presidents and government people, they didn't want slavery no more. They might have had slaves, but they were not to have them.
Right. That's because the Industrial Revolution was about to happen. And so you had to transfer those working bodies from farms and stuff over to the industrial complex.
That's true.
So it wasn't necessarily that they gave a fuck about niggas. They was like, this is our workforce. And you had cats like George Washington Carver, who actually was the one who had created the assembly line. You know what I'm saying? With Ford Motors. Yep. So of course they was going to throw. You have black folks who was over in the slave fields, you know what I'm saying, working in unison together. Of course they were going to want to put those people on them assembly lines.
And like when they freed the slaves and stuff, that's why a lot of the lynchings and stuff was happening, because the white people that didn't really have the skills like the slaves did. The slaves been doing the shit the whole goddamn time with no goddamn break. When these niggas was working their little 30, 50 hours a week, these slaves is doing 80 hours. You know what I'm saying? And doing 100 hours a motherfucking week. You sitting doing that shit. And like I talked about on KK channel earlier, I was saying how the Industrial Revolution is when the Italians and the Irish came in. And they like to say, oh, well, the Irish, we ain't got nothing to do with slavery and shit. That's bullshit. Because they was lynching niggas too. They was here before, and when they came with that Paris Island shit, they didn't have no jobs. They didn't have no skills. And all the jobs were all taken by blacks. The blacks had the skills to work in these factories and run this machinery and all this stuff. The Irish motherfuckers, they come from the goddamn fucking farmland and shit. They would start lynching these motherfuckers up. And that's why they solidified the police state department. That's why the Irish run the goddamn police departments and shit, especially like New York City, those areas, and the big city, industrial era cities and shit. The Italians with the fire department. And they hold that motherfucking shit down. You a cop get fucking killed and shit. What you gonna see at that funeral? Those goddamn bagpipes.
Facts.
Yup. There's a lot of crazy shit.
Did you see? You didn't see the debate that I had. I have brought Jeremiah, please to say to Yah out of retirement. I had a debate with him. That was like maybe I think last month. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, he wanted to use, every time I get into a debate about Haile Selassie, everybody want to bring up the slavery issue. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he had slaves and this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Now understand, he came up in a medieval culture. You know what I'm saying? He was born in 1890, 1882, 1892. You know what I'm saying? He came up in a culture as a person who was born of royal and nobility. So of course his father and his father's fathers, all of those cats had servants, different than chattel slavery. But however, I'm not justifying the slavery that was going on, right? However, this brother wanted to bring up that fact and then turn around and argue about how he was going to have Hamite slaves in New Jerusalem. How does that work? How do you try to diminish one person for having slaves, but then justify having slaves, you know what I'm saying, when in the new kingdom?
I don't know, man. But I gotta get the hell up off of here. I gotta get me something to eat and shit. Yeah, I might go live again. If Rabbi Lewis out here, we can all just come on here and just fucking troll him and shit. That's all I have in mind here for, just to fucking make
talk about
Springfield. I was like, yo, you want to troll Rabbi Lewis?
If you want to talk the actual origins of Rastafari, the actual origins of Rastafari came from the Commandment Keepers. Leonard Howell was in Harlem at the time, and the Commandment Keepers. I got photos. So if you wanted to talk about the history of the Rastafari movement, it actually started in Harlem before it was went back to Jamaica. So the Jamaican groups, you know what I'm saying, they had got that from Howell. Leonard Howell was in Harlem in 19.
Did you know the Commandment Keepers was a lodge? It was called the Ethiopian Lodge.
Yeah, the Ethiopian Zionist Lodge and stuff like that. Yep.
Yeah, yep. They actually, I've heard, but I haven't been able to find the source again, that Haile Selassie funded that group in the beginning.
Yes, because he had started something called Ethiopianism, and he had sent his emissaries. One of them was a dude named Malaku Bayan. Malaku Bayan was Haile Selassie's first cousin who came over to America, to New York and Chicago, and began to fund the early Israelite groups, the early Black Jews, and funded them. And this is why you got a lot of churches and that were named Abyssinian Baptist and Ethiopian. Yeah. Ethiopianism was at the forefront of the early Black churches and the early Black Israelite movements before there was a One West. But that was because Haile Selassie had saw the value of African Americans and wanted us to stop calling ourselves Black and Negro and start calling ourselves Ethiopian Israelites. So that's the origin of the Rastafari. Now, I don't agree with every group that's in Jamaica.
Just like the goddamn Morris motherfuckers and shit. That time, too, there was a lot of mystic shit going on. Like, there was a lot of lodges, and people was into mysticism, and a lot of people was coming from the South and dealt with root work and shit like that. So all that spooky type shit all went hand in hand, and the people, like, really wanted to get down with a lot of that shit. Yup.
Right.
Well, yeah, I'd like to have you on here again. We'll just talk that Rastafari shit.
Definitely hit me up, bro.
Yep. All right. Thank you for coming on, man.
All right, man. Shalom.
Yep. Send me on Facebook. Yep. Then you have this stuff off the rails a little bit, but it's all good. That's the show and stuff we got to do. I'll be back on. I might be back on to fuck up Rabbi Lewis. I'm gonna see if I get some other people that want to have a little fun and shit. But on that, I thank everybody for coming on and stuff. I appreciate it. They can take me back. Let me go call Navy and shit. See if you want to be about Rabbi Lewis. But yeah. Thanks for everything and stuff. And I'm Killer B, the Witchfinder General. You want to support me? My cash out shit. I won't cuss you out. I was cussing out Rabbi Lewis and shit. That was some ill ass shit though, right? But man, every goddamn minute of it and shit. Nigga out here trying to scheme on the Witchfinder General and shit. Know that nigga owe me the cash out and shit. Talking shit, trying to be slick. But anyway, yeah, hit the like button, share, subscribe. I'm Killer B, the Witchfinder General. You got a witch. Burning their asses up. Peace.